Even though the movies didn't really give a proper conclusion on Jacob and Renesmee, turns out Taylor Lautner knows what happens to Jacob Black and Renesmee. Tyler on his famous role in the movie Twilight.
Now, she has a right to know. She is the one the redhead wants.
Some of you might remember Tyler for his other roles, but most of you must remember him for his famous role in the series Twilight. The series based on the book was an interesting watch. While most of the fans didn't approve of the characters and their storylines, there were some fans who absolutely loved everything about the movie. Regardless of whatever you might think about the movie and its characters, Taylor is one of the actors who is ready to go back to the werewolf role that gave him his limelight in the Hollywood industry. The role of the main werewolf character meant that he got plenty of screen time and was able to get his fair share of fame through it. So if we were in his place, maybe playing the role of the wolf once again wouldn't seem like such a bad idea. Well, regardless of the fact that Tyler gets to play the role or not, there is a lot that the actor had to share about his co-star and the daughter of the vampire couple. Before we get into more details about Taylor Lautner knowing what happened to Jacob Black and Renesmee, if you're liking our content so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to stay updated with news about your favorite celebrities, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification button to stay updated every time we post a new video. Tyler's interview with the news channel. On the 25th of August, E! News sat with Taylor to discuss his opinions on different things and how he was doing in his current life. But the most interesting facts from the interview came from his answers on his 2008 character Jacob from the movie Twilight. Twilight fans who followed the series closely had questions about how the series would have progressed.
But as soon as he transforms, he's all of a sudden extremely agile.
If there would have been more movies that would have followed. The star who gained his fame playing the role next to superstars Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, who had already made a name for themselves from previous successful roles in the industry. Tyler, being the underdog, always believed that his excellent performance in the movies led him to being the most popular character in the movie. He told the press that fans love him because of his different character, and because he's one of the sweetest characters, which makes him someone that fans can easily love. His lovable personality is what he believes is the reason for the fans enjoying his character and wanting him to come back on the big screens again. How did Tyler become famous? Even though a lot of fans loved the first few movies of the sequel, as more movies were released, things started to get a bit controversial, and fans started to ask more and more questions about how the script wasn't following the books that they were written on. Even though the fans were okay with the fact that the movie showcased an on and off romantic relationship between the three-star lead, where Bella was shown to be confused about whom she should choose, the dazzling vampire or the lovable and cute werewolf.
I think it's absolutely amazing. I never thought I would be in this position.
If you weren't following the Twilight series back then, let us just tell you one thing. The controversy surrounding this love triangle was a lot. Fans wanted their favorite hero to marry Bella and presented their argument on different social media platforms on why they felt that it would work out. However, even though it made a few fans unhappy, Bella chose the vampire family over the werewolf pack. Some fans expected Tyler to make peace with the situation and accept his life as a single wolf, but he decided to take his revenge on the couple by turning their child into a werewolf. Tyler and Renesmee controversial scene in the movie. A lot of fans who liked the movie didn't appreciate the way the child of Edward and Bella was introduced in the movie. Some fans pointed out that they could clearly see CG being used, and the character wasn't really working well for them. Things got worse when the writers of the movie introduced a new twist by making the half werewolf and half vampire. We get why fans weren't happy about Tyler's decision to turn the kid into a werewolf, and especially the fight that followed. It was considered one of the worst scenes in the movie. What became of the two characters after all? Even though the story ended with Tyler having a very platonic relationship with the girl, when asked the question about what he thinks their future will look like, he gave a very questionable reply according to some fans. Tyler was open to having a relationship with the half-werewolf and vampire child 10 years down the line. Fans didn't appreciate this comment, and immediately took to social media to show their anger and disbelief on what the actor had to say. Even though Tyler tried to calm down a few fans with his explanations on the topic, stating that it wasn't as bad as people thought. Nothing would have worked because fans raised a proper argument that the actor had seen the child when she was born. How could they ever date or develop feelings? It just felt wrong to them. We want to know what you think about his comments, but we for sure do believe that there should never be any chance of on-screen chemistry between the two characters, especially because Jacob was hitting on Renesmee's mother in the previous movies in the series.